I'm Keith. Welcome back to my channel, Knowledge for Dummies. Today I'm going to share with you something on food knowledge itself. So, we are invited to Kam Seng Restaurant in Melaka, Malaysia itself. So, Kam Seng Restaurant are serving the best wonton noodles available in the town itself. So, what are wonton noodles? Wonton noodles, or we call wuntun mian, is actually a simple dish that is served widely in southern China, Guangdong, to Hong Kong, to Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia itself. These dishes are normally served with noodles into a broth or in the dry version, and also they are served with leafy vegetables with dumplings. The dumplings are normally made from pork or from chicken, or some even use fish ball to replace the dumpling itself. Kam Seng Restaurant has served over 40 years. So their best dish at here is actually curry wonton noodle, something that is not often available in any wonton shop available in the whole Malaysia itself. So let us go together to order the food now. Today, we ordered one of the best food available and served in this Kam Seng Restaurant here. We start this with the most significant dish, which is the chicken with the BBQ roast pork and the wonton noodles itself. So this one is the wonton curry noodle, served only in Kam Seng Restaurant, not available easily in other parts of Malaysia itself. So then we have also this tauki. They actually soak the tauki inside this curry itself for hours with these potatoes together. So we'll enjoy this dish together with you. So the next one is this. Actually, this is braised chicken feet that is served so traditionally. They're putting in mushrooms, chicken feet, and this olive sauce that is served for hours and hours in the hot pot itself. Then last but not the least is this braised kai lan vegetables in mushroom itself. You can smell the good smell come from all this, and it's served together with this pork oil itself. So let us enjoy the dish together now. Now itself we will go to try the wonton mee itself. Oh, this is the moment of the video itself. This is the main dish that makes this Kam Seng Restaurant that famous in Melaka. So let us go to see the ingredients that have inside. We have this nicely cooked curry chicken drumstick here. They also serve with this BBQ porks here, and then look at the noodles itself. They are all soaked wet in this curry itself, and then we have some vegetables and also potatoes inside here. So let us go to see the succulent of this chicken itself. Okay, we start first by tasting the broth of this curry soup itself. You can see that it is actually quite thick in the texture itself. The smell is good, spicy, we have the curry, powder smell, all this. Let us test now. I like the taste itself because it is not too spicy. At the time it has some kind of like powdery curry taste that's available on it. It actually gives you a kick to start to eat this noodle first. So next we see is the roast pork itself. It's soaked wet in all this curry. Now you can see this. Let us try this one. The roast pork is actually cooked just nice itself. You can see that the crunchiness of the pork skin itself blend together with the fat available in this BBQ roast pork. The fragrance of this meat itself is actually a good combination itself. I would like to invite you to come here to test this one really. Next, let us try on the noodles itself. Let us test on this noodle. The noodle is so wet with all the curry flavor. The first mouthful is full of kick of this curry. You can see that the noodle is actually, all of the noodles is blended with this curry sauce itself. You can see here. It just tastes great. Now we will try the second version of the Wan Tan Mee, which is a traditional Wan Tan Mee available in Melaka. It is served in the dry version here. You can see it's actually soaked with the traditional homemade sauce itself. So you can see that each of the noodles is actually soaked wet with all this juicy sauce. You look here, okay? So let me taste this one. So it actually tastes totally different from this Curry Wan Tan Mee here. This one tastes more traditional. You will find that the taste is a bit oily, fragrant, with some big oil taste on it. That's not very easily available in Wan Tan Mee and other shops itself. So they also serve with all this BBQ pork again here, which is so crunchy and so fatty flavor. Tastes good. You can see this, the taste, the aroma of the pork itself. It's just a succulent meat that is made at the right tenderness. Okay, now let us taste on the third dish here. This is actually the vegetable that is served together with braised mushrooms and this pork oil over here. So we can see this. Let us taste on this first. The crunchiness and the fragrance from pork oil really have the kick over here. Let us taste on this braised mushroom over here. This one. This is my favorite. You can taste that actually the mushroom itself is a bit tender. It's tender in the texture, a bit oily with all the sauce, the oyster sauce that is served together, and also the fragrance come out from the mushroom is actually come out slowly to make your taste bud feel so good itself. I just like this mushroom, really not bad. So let us taste on the vegetables. The vegetables taste good. It just blend well with in this dish. Because normally when you take a curry noodle that is so spicy, this is a food that is not spicy. We actually help to reduce down the spiciness whenever you eat something like Curry Wan Tan Mee. So it's recommended that when you call this Curry Wan Tan Mee, you can call this vegetable together. So one is a yin, one is a yang, one is spicy, one is a not spicy. So this one has a black band to make the taste bud recover again after all the spiciness you have. Okay, next, let us taste on this. This is one of the side dish available here. This is they call as the braised chicken feet. You can see the three tingling fingers over here. So they are served together with this mushroom as well. Okay, so let us taste on the sauce soup here. This one reminds me of those grandma recipe where you serve during your old kids days that time. So this one is actually tastes similar to those old recipe made by those traditional mom and grandmother itself. So it just have this good smell of this mushrooms together with the chicken feet blend together into your mouth itself. I would find that this is a worth dish for you to call as a side dish to try together when you take this curry meat. Okay. Next we're going to try is this tauki, or we call it bean curd. That's soup wet to this curry itself over here. You can see this actually soaked so wet and take up all the juice into a tauki itself. So let us taste this one. This one I will take one mouthful on this.
It's so big, I cannot eat in one mouthful myself.
We find this one is a very special dish because this tauge itself is so wet inside this curry, you know, it absorbs all the flavor for hours and hours when cooking inside this soup itself here. And it's something that you cannot forgo when you come together with this curry meat here. Okay, now we're going to sit together with the second generation boss of Kam Seng Restaurant here to share with us what is the history background of this restaurant and how they started this business itself. So let us welcome Mr. Joshua here.
Hello everyone.
OK 想问一下老板，你这个生意你们怎样创造的？有什么历史？
创造其实是我父亲那一代是76年的时候，他在三宝井已经开始做这生意。before that 他在家乐户已经有摆那个三轮车，还有三轮车那时候是做泡面。
就是要那种推的面，
后面的时候再他们拿那个木材出来打。
对啊。然后卤面嘛，锅锅面。是卤面以前叫锅锅面的。
对。然后到了76年的时候，他就在三宝井的东方茶社，租了一个档口，就在那边开始卖到。
东方茶社是在哪？
福建金
的三宝井。
然后到做了一段时间。做到从人少做到人很多的时候，就这样子，我们就有了自己的店，也就是这里Kam Seng，然后就在这里，在2年前，就是5月27号，2018年，我们在这边开这间Kam Seng。Kam Seng为什么Kam Seng呢？是因为Kam Seng是我爸爸的名字。
哦，是吗？
父亲的名字。
OK。
吴金城。
OK。好。
就这样子。创办了这间店，当我们创办的时候，我们也没有做什么广告，希望这个业绩能够找回我之前所救了
顾客在北京过来的是啦。OK， 好。Okay, you can see that Mr. Joshua here, the second generation boss, has shared with us that this restaurant has actually started since 1976, where his father started this noodle shop, where just by calling this small stall, pushing along the way in the street of Bukit China. From there, they grew into a business where they ran a shop in this Hong Kong restaurants in Bukit China, and then from there they grew nights after night selling these delicious noodles here, up to this moment there where they're able to buy this whole shop up and open this Kam Seng Restaurant. The reason they call this is Kam Seng because this is the name of his father, the founder of this restaurant itself. Okay, now we're going to ask Mr. Joshua about what are the special delicacy that make this restaurant so famous. Mr. Joshua 想问一下，你觉得这边有什么食物用到你的这个产品这样特别的吗？
应该是我们的咖喱面跟鸡脚，这2样就是我们的招牌菜。接下来就有我们也是有油菜，就是说油菜心放一点香菇在上面，还有麦泡。
对。
然后接下来就有一样是没有在我们门里面的，也是做白的港式
的咖喱面呢？
港式不是咖喱面，港式
的文物面
OK， 港式面。还有一种是比较特别的，那个是我自己发明的，也就是说它有点汤底掺一点辣椒跟胡椒粉，OK， 然后它的汤底太多了，OK， 然后就煮出来是好像有点干到味道。
那个面你们叫什么名字啊？
没有什么名字啊，是我别去了
，special 给你们在被叫 Special Wan Tan Mee 啦。OK， 了解。Mr. Joshua has shared with us the special legacy he wants to share to his customers in this restaurant here. It's none other than the main dish, which is the Curry Wan Tan noodles over here. So they also serve this dry version Hong Kong Wan Tan Mee and also his own made special recipe dry Wan Tan Mee noodles here. So besides that, also serve certain side dishes such as the braised chicken feet with mushroom and also this vegetable braised with mushroom and pork lard here over. Okay, finally here we're going to ask Mr. Joshua what is the message he wants to deliver to all his loyal customers after all these years of working. Mr. Joshua 有什么心得你要跟你的这边的顾客讲的吗？
我的 谢谢我所有的顾客。除此之外，我希望我的旧的顾客能够从北京的那一代的顾客能够支持我不是知道我这个地方有我这个地方，我们没有在那边不是停止营业，而是搬迁到这个人比亚这个地带，就是这样子，谢谢大家。
Okay, Mr. Joshua has shared his message to all his loyal customers all these years. He'd like to thank all the loyal customers that supported this Kam Seng Restaurant from his father generation up to his generation now. We want to inform that all the old customers previously in Bukit China that they have not stopped but they have moved to this Rembia here, which is just opposite the Toyota showroom shop lots here. So they want to invite all the old customers come back to try their good wonton mee over here. Okay, we have just tried the best wonton mee in town here. So if you like to go to this shop itself, you will see the address and the telephone down here. So we stay in touch for our next coming video for the best food in Melaka.